Hello everybody, it's me Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day so far because today is all about crochet. We are going to learn how to crochet a triangle. We've all heard of the granny square, so I guess you could call this like a solid granny triangle. It's gonna be fun. It's pretty easy. It's not very difficult. I think you guys are going to enjoy this. You can make as many as you want, and when you're all done, you can join them together. Just sew them together, make a line, keep them going, make a little blanket, a little throw, whatever you want. Before we get into today's video though, real quick, I want to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now, and do not forget to click the little bell icon when you do subscribe. That way you'll be notified when I upload. I also have a Facebook page and a private Facebook group. Those links will be in the description below if you would like to follow me there. And yeah, so let's get started on today's crochet triangle. All right, the things you will need obviously are some yarn, of course, a crochet hook. Just make sure that your crochet hook complements your yarn. So if your yarn calls for a 5mm crochet hook, use a 5mm crochet hook. I can't talk today. Please excuse that. All right, we are going to start off with a magic ring or a magic circle, sometimes it's called. And all you want to do for that, I'll bring you in close so you can see what I'm doing. All you want to do is you want to take your yarn to tail side, hang it over your fingers. Take your 2 fingers, wrap it around twice, like that. You want it to cross in the middle. I usually hold it with my 3rd finger here, my ring finger. I'm going to come up underneath that first loop, grab that one that crosses over, bring it around, and then just take this and chain 1, like so. Okay, so that was a chain 1. I'm actually going to put my yarn over here because I'm crocheting, not knitting. All right, so that was a chain 1. Now you want to chain 1 more. Okay, now you want to put 3 double crochet in the center of this ring here. So to do a double crochet, you kind of wrap the working yarn around your hook, go into that ring, pick up that working yarn, bring it through that ring, take some more working yarn, go through the first 2 loops, take some more working yarn, and go through the last 2 loops. That was 1 double crochet. Do it again. You're going to do that 2 more times. So wrap our working yarn, go into the loop, bring it up, go through 2, go through 2. 1 more time. If you can hear my little dog barking, I don't know. He's a little yipper. He likes to bark a lot. Sorry. Okay, so now we have 3 double crochet and our chain 2. That chain 2 is not going to count as a stitch. It's just to give us the height to get up to where we need to be. We made our 3 double crochet in the loop. Now we're going to chain 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to come right back into that loop, into the center ring here, and we're going to put 3 more double crochet. So let's go right back in. I put my working yarn over my hook. I'm going to go right back in. Sometimes you got to hold it because when you have a long chain and you don't hold it, it can get kind of twisted up and it's kind of hard to see where you need to go next. So just make sure that you kind of hold it into place. Bring that working yarn through, grab some more, go through 2, go through 2. That was 1. We need 2 more. 2 and 3. And we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, we're going to put 3 more double crochet. See how I'm holding it like that? I put my yarn over, my working yarn over my hook. I'm going to hold it with my finger. I'm going to go right back in for 3 more double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Now at this point, because it's only a triangle, we only need to make 3. So at this point we can take our tail here from our magic circle or magic ring, whatever you prefer to call it, and you can just give that a good tug. You don't want to tug too hard, you don't want to rip your yarn or break your yarn, depending on what kind you're using. Some break easier than others. And before we can close up our join, we got to make another chain 4 space. So we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to go to the top here. We had made 3 double crochet. Our chain 2 is right here. Let me bring you in so you can actually see. Okay, here's our chain 2. That just gave us the height. Here's our first double crochet, our second, and our third. We're going to go right in on top of that first one we made. So right there's the first one we made. We're going to put our hook right through there. And we're going to do a slip stitch, which is, I'll show you, I'll walk you through it. Put our hook right on top of that first double crochet we made. Grab some working yarn, bring it through, and then just bring it through that loop that's on our hook. And that's how we close it off. Now, round 2. There's only 4 rounds in this triangle, but you can make it as large or as small as you want. For round 2, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 2, and that's just going to give us our height. That is not a chain, or that is not a stitch. Now we're going to go back in. I'm going to show you guys this one more time. We want to go back into that same hole where we just connected. We did our slip stitch. See that hole right there? We want to go right back into that space with a double crochet. So I'm going to wrap my working yarn around my hook. I'm going to go right back into that same hole, bring up some working yarn, and do a double crochet. That's our first one. Okay, so now we want to put a double crochet on the remaining 2. So in the next 2 stitches, which right here's our chains, they go right in there underneath those little chains, and we want to put another double crochet. So we're going to go in, do our double crochet, and do our double crochet. So we'll have 3 double crochet. If you notice, we have 3 down here, we have 3 on top. Now we've come to a corner. So for corners, and every corner will be the exact same, what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 double crochet in a corner. So 1, 2, and 3. And now because we're in a corner, we have to chain 4. We're making another corner essentially. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go back into that same corner and do another 3 double crochet. Again, wrap your working yarn around your hook, hold it with your finger, it makes life a little easier. Bring up that working yarn, go through 2, go through 2. Again, we're going to put 2 more in here for a total of 3. Okay, so now we have a new corner. We just made a new corner. Now we have to work along this side here. So what we're going to do, I'm bringing you in close again. I know I do this a lot, but I really want you guys to get this right. See that hole? It gets really hard. You want to make sure that you get that first double crochet stitch right here. Sometimes you have to pull your stitch back to actually see where it's at. It can hide. So what you want to do is you want to wrap your working yarn around your hook and go into that first one. Like I said, sometimes you have to pull your stitches back so you can see it, but it's right there. And you want to put your first double crochet in there. So that's 1. And we're going to have 3. See, we put our next one right here and our next one right here. Here's 2. And then there's our third right there. Just like that. All right, now we're back at a corner. Do you remember what we do at corners? I'm sure you do. We're going to go ahead and put 3 double crochet into our corner. 1, 2, and 3. And because we're essentially creating a new corner, we have to chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to take my working yarn, wrap it around my hook to make another double crochet. We're going to go into that same space and put 3 more double crochet. 1, and 3. Okay. Now we're working on our next side. I want to come in and show you. We have 3 double crochet here. We want to work on top of these 3 stitches, so we're going to have to put 3 double crochet. And remember that first one sometimes hides. It's that first one right there. Sometimes you have to pull your stitches back, but you want to put your first one right there. You're going to put a double crochet right there on top of that one. Put your next one right on top of that one. Your next one right on top of that one. So we made 3 in that corner, and then we have our 3 along the side. Now we're to another corner. It's our last corner. In our last corner, you know what we do at corners. We are going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to make our new corner. We're going to come right back into that same space and put 3 more double crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Now here we're going to change color. So before we even attach, to close up this round, before we attach, we're going to attach our new color. So I'm going to bring you in close so you can see exactly how we're going to do that. What I like to do is I keep this one on my hook. I go in and I'm going to attach right here to the top of this first double crochet. We're ignoring that chain 2. That only gave us height. Going to that first double crochet right on top of it. We're going to insert our hook, and now we're going to grab our new color. Put it down for a minute. New color right here. And all you want to do is make a loop, kind of just like attaching when you're knitting. Put it over your hook, and you want to actually close up that round of the triangle with your new color. So we're going to bring it through like so, and then we're going to bring it through again, the old color we were working with. Okay, so now we have our new color attached. Bring it over here, and now we have tails in the back. Can you see that? Tails in the back. Make sure you want to pull on your tails, make sure everything is nice and tight. So pull on your old color, pull on your new color, kind of tighten up that stitch there. Just pull on everything. You want to take your old color and your tail and hold them together in the back of your work. And you want to chain 2. So 1 and 2. You're chaining 2 with your new color. Now right back into that same hole where we attached. Let me show you. Right back here where we attached, we're going to go in and make another double crochet. So we're going to wrap our new color around our hook. We're going to go right back into that same hole. And our tails, our old color and our new color tail, we're going to work right over those. So we're going to put our hook in. We're going to take our old color and our new color tail, and we're going to place it right on top of our hook. Grab some new yarn, bring it up through, and make our double crochet. We're going to do that for a couple stitches, and that kind of just secures our ends in and makes it to where you don't really have to weave in any ends when you're all finished. So that was our first one. We're going to make another one right on top here. The next double crochet, we're going to crochet into that one, making sure that our new color tail and our old color are on top of our hook. Bring it through. And you're just going to crochet along on top of all these double crochets. We're just going to double crochet right on top of all of those. So let me see, how many is that? Let me count for you. Yarn stuck. This yarn is very splitty. Okay, I'm going to count them here, and you can run this tail or crochet over your tail as many times as you want. I'm just doing it to make sure it's extra secure. Okay, so for that round 3, you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'll have 6 double crochet along this edge. It's including where you attached. And it's always going to be in multiples of 3. So it'll always be in multiples of 3. So when you finish a side, count the stitches. If you have multiples of 3, you're doing good. Okay, we're at a corner now. We want to make 3 double crochet into our corner. So that's 1, 2, 3, and now we need to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to go right back into that same corner and do 3 more double crochet. My tail is in the way. Okay. You can cut the tail off if it gets in your way. Okay. Let me start that over. Wrap my working yarn around my hook, go in for a double crochet. We're going to make 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and again, we cannot forget that first stitch right there. Sometimes it hides. It's going to be right there. It's going to be the hole right after the chain. You want to make sure you get in there and put a double crochet right into that stitch. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, so we're doing good. All right, our next corner is same as all the other corners we've been doing. You're going to double crochet 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to come back in with 3 more double crochet in the same spot. 1, 2, and 3. We're not going to forget that stitch right there that hides from us sometimes. Do not forget that stitch. Make sure you put your double crochet right in there. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we're on our last corner, and like all other corners, we're going to do the same. We're going to put 3 double crochet in our corner. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to put 3 more double crochet right back into that same corner. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to finish up and crochet the rest until we get to here. So we have 3 stitches left. Don't forget that one that hides. That's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to attach to our very first double crochet. I'll bring you in and show you exactly where you need to go. Here's our chain 2 that just gave us height, and here is our first double crochet. We're going to go right into the top, right there. We're going to bring up some yarn. Remember, we're not going to double crochet, we're not going to do any of that. We're just going to go right into there, bring up some working yarn, bring it through there, and then bring it through there. That is a slip stitch, and that is how you finish your triangle. Now, if you wanted to, you could continue going. You could make another round. You can make as many rounds as you want. If you want to stop here, that's all you would do. You would make your slip knot, you would cut your yarn, make another stitch, pull it tight, and weave in your ends. If you want to continue going, do it the same way. I'll get you started one more time on another round, and then we'll call this video done, and I want to see what you guys do. If you guys make this, please don't forget to join my Facebook group or my page. Post a picture of what you're working on, or if you've tried this, I would love to see. But if you want to continue going, all you're going to do is you're going to chain 2. Remember, that gives you height. And then you're going to go right back in to the same hole, the same stitch where you joined. So right there, you're going to do your first double crochet. That's 1. And then you go and you want to crochet, double crochet all along the line until you get to your corner. You can count and make sure that it's in multiples of 3. But that's all you do. You just basically, you put a double crochet right on top of another double crochet. And there you have it. You do that all the way around, and your corners are just 3 double crochet, chain 4, 3 double crochet. And you don't want to forget about that stitch there that's kind of hard to see when you start on a new side. Okay, we worked our way to a corner. If you want, you can count your stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's in multiples of 3. We're doing good. We haven't missed a stitch. Put in our 3 double crochet into our corner. We're going to chain our 4. And we're going to put 3 more double crochet into the same corner. One, 2, 3, and then we're going to work along this side, putting a double crochet in all these double crochets. And don't forget that first one right there. It likes to hide sometimes. And that's all there is to it, guys. You just keep working around, and like I said, if you want, you can make it as big as you want. You can make it as big as a whole blanket if you want. Excuse me. You can make it, use your imagination, change colors often, use self-striping yarn. Imagination is limitless. I think that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now, and do not forget to click on the little bell icon. That way you'll be notified when I upload. If you'd like to follow me on Facebook, I have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Check those links out in the description below. And until next time, guys, I hope you all have a super wonderful, fabulous day, and happy crocheting. Bye!